Welcome to this game of Mechabellum. You can see here I'm fighting against El Hakamakafon, something like that. And my options: Quick Supply, Marksman, Aerial and 5 Badger Specialists. And looking at those, Quick Supply and Aerial were my go-to choices here, and I was in doubt of which one I would get. I will end up choosing Quick Supply, so let's look at my opponents. Cost Control, Missile, Sabertooth and Elite Spec. Elite Spec here is really good. Starting with Crawlers and Sabertooths, you can go straight to Hounds, so really good Elite Spec. I would probably have picked it. Sabertooth here with those, it's not bad. Missile is always decent, so don't like starting with Steel Balls. And they will not talk about Cost Control, so let's see what he will choose. And he goes for Steel Balls with Hounds. And his specialist, Missile Specialist. So, yeah, I will have to deal with missiles. And if you enjoy my videos and are not subscribed yet, you could subscribe, it really helps me. And let's keep going. Let's speed this. The plays are still bugged. So, my opponent will do his moves right at the end of his timer. Use me positioning here. It's the best choice. There were turret here, and magnetic barricade. So no one's going to. There are some crazy players. So there could be someone in here, but the most common would be here. And if you look at the opponent's decks, look at his Hound decks. Incendiary Bomb. And look at his positioning. Hounds behind the tower. What that says to you? Yeah, he's going for Factory. It's pretty much almost certain when you see something like that with Hounds behind the tower and fire. Especially if the fire comes out on Hound 2. Instead I was Quick Supply, so I used my money to get one more 5 Badger and 1 Crawler, and I have 100 for the next round. So I'm starting with 500 instead of 4. And here we get Powerful Crab! Level 3 Crab on Hound 2. There's also Wasps, which could be a bit annoying, but I have 3 Marksmen, so they should be able to deal with 1 pack of Wasps. So I will go for the Crab. And even if the opponent has Steel Balls, which is good against heavy units, especially short range heavy units, I do have 1 tech that solves this problem. Emergency Armor is really good against balls, because it will get them to drop their lock on the Vortex as soon as it gets to half HP, and then it's 4 seconds immune. It should be enough time during that to kill the balls. Also, shield here, because I do expect my opponent to missile. Don't forget, he's Missile Spec. So here was the best place he could put a missile, so that's where I'm going to shoot. And I'm hoping that my shield will last and not get destroyed. Right at the end, it will do everything at the same time. See, missile here, so correct prediction from me, and it did nothing. He also grabbed the crab, but I had 2 crabs. The crabs are working against the balls, helping the marksman. But yeah, crab died. Still have 1 here. Also, I put 1 pack of Crawlers here, and they do grab at the tower right at the end of the fight, but it helped a few more of my Badgers survive, and 1 Crab survived. More than half HP, more than half experience. And here, there is Heavy Armor. Efficient tanks could also be good this soon. Deployment, I don't want to deploy anything. So it was heavy or efficient tech, and since I have a level 3 crab, the armor looks very tempting. Now I have almost 40k HP on my crab. And if I manage to get a level, it will get even higher. And the good is that those tanky techs are very cheap, so by only 100 I managed to grab emergency armor, and it was helpful. More crawlers. And if he goes for fire, I expect the fires to go towards the crabs. And then at least those 2 crawlers will be free from fire. At least that's my idea. Guess that he didn't go for fire in the second round. So is he going to go for factory? We will have to see. One more crab right at the end, so I have now 3 crabs. Throw the missile here, but I don't want to spend on another shield, so yeah. He don't have his crab now. My crab is taking the shots, and now becomes immune. He put some defense in here, but my crab dragged them to this side after they killed the crawlers. And I did grab Scorching Charge. Almost got a level. And I'm doing quite a bit of damage with this crab badger marksman build. Here there is electromagnetic impact, which is not that great right now, but could be great later. And it's a really annoying tech for the one on the receiving end. Another deployment, which I don't quite need. I could use it to change this crawler position, but he didn't pick fire yet. I've just picked the electromag. Don't need the improved firepower. And this one almost got a level, but this one got a level. So I now have one level 3, level 2, and a level 1 crab. Electromag in here. It won't remove any tech if he doesn't tech, but it will at least slow his units. And if he does grab fire, it will remove the fire from this one. But now is a turn that usually the factory players go for factory. And that's what he does. I was hoping that he wouldn't do that, but yeah, factory is here. And he also grabbed the electromag, which will remove my emergency armor on my crabs. And now, yeah, the factory can one-shot my 5 badgers. Which means fire everywhere for me, not for him. I did put some units here, and they managed to win, although they're not the best at killing this tower. It's a level 2 tower against 2 level 1 5 badgers, so they will take forever to kill it. I think they will die before they can kill it, because of the debuffs. Oh yeah, annoying factory. I almost managed to kill it. But I took some damage. And there is haste module, which could be useful. This one is good, but I need money. Because as you can see, I'm going for a straight answer to the factory with Abyss. I had the perfect spot here between the marksmen. Problem is, unlocking the Abyss and getting the Abyss, it's all my money. and I do want to at least use my deployment. So I will end up going for the Hapte supply. It is a loss of money, lose 100 money because of it, but at least I will grab one more crawler, which I will put forward here, so the factory don't insta-lock my crabs, which it was doing before. And with the rest of the money, I'm going to run one missile here. And speed. Opponent using his missile on this side. And another factory. Let's throw a shield here. And wasps in the air. Only one pack of wasps. Got destroyed. And look at this. Factory going down. Actually 2 packs of wasps. There is one on the other side. Tower debuff. Crab doing his job here. It's the second on damage. First, of course, it's the Abyss. Just going to kill his second factory. Level 2 tower here, so managed to survive the wasps. And my answer worked quite well, I must say. Problem here is my opponents do have some good answers against Abyss on the field. He already has marksmen, and even marksmen with levels, so he can go AA. And he already grabbed some wasps to distract my Abyss. He's the one with factories. Here there is Nuke, which is not that great for me. He will shoot. So my nuke will probably won't even hit his factory, and even if it hit the factory, it won't kill the factory. So I will skip for the money and go for my own wasps. Because I don't want him to start getting more wasps, although he doesn't even have a shield on them. But wasps with AA. So I'm instantly going to counter his wasps. He does have missile, which is quite annoying for the wasps, but I will have to live with it. There's also another thing that's coming soon, the magnetic impact. So going for techs on the Abyss right now is not the best. It can't quite protect it against electromech. Unless I go for another expensive unit with an expensive tech to try to protect it. And let's see what my opponent's doing. You can see, nuke. He did went for the nuke. AA on the marksman. You can see that I put Fire Badger here on his flank. It will just kill his crawlers, distracting a lot of units. He's moving his factory away from my Abyss, but he left his tower defenseless. My Abyss did took a nuke on the face, but didn't die. During the debuff, this factory got destroyed by my Crab, and the other units too, but Crab was the one that did the most damage. Here, factory was way too low health, so the marksman managed to kill it. But considering I took a nuke, I would say it wasn't the worst. Crab becoming immortal. Can they kill the factory? No, it's close. Look at the HP. Nothing of HP. And I took 500 damage for free. Here, I'm offering Mustangs, which is quite annoying since I just invested on Wasps. I don't want the Mustangs, because my 5 Badgers are getting exploded by the factory, so it would kill my Mustangs. I'm just end up going for Sabertooth, sell for the money, and keep one. I will keep it here, and put one more Crawler, so it will help DPS this factory. until I can sell it. My crab here did got a level. So level 4 crab incoming. And I have quite a bit of money. You see me throwing the electromag in here. And one abyss for this side. Electromag should disable the AA on his marksmen. And if I grab an attack on the factories, it will also disable it, unless he shoots. I'm not grabbing any attack on the abyss because there is electromag, I can protect them. I'm waiting. Next round, maybe I can get it. Also, speed and range. My opponent goes for the Mustangs, which is quite annoying. And you can see that he's selling his wasps and investing on Mustangs now. Electromag in here, but I don't have tanks, at least on the Abyss. This Abyss managed to insta-lock practically his factory. So, factory down. The marksman just got this one. Yeah, this one didn't get hit. This one is still electromag, so no AA. But things are not looking great, as you can see. One Abyss go down that side. And another Abyss go down this side. Lack of attacks on them is bad. And here the game offers another electromagnetic impact. It has something against me. So another turn that I can protect my Abyss against it. Unless I go for Overlords, but my opponent already has marksmen with AA and they are getting levels, so not the best choice to go Overlord here. You'll see me grabbing Stick Oil Bomb. I will throw it here. So the idea is for my 5 barriers to shoot and ignite here, kill all the shaft on this way and free the path to this factory, which I am using electromag, so even if he put a shield, it will at least almost destroy the shield. So Penguins probably won't manage to hit the shield before the oil arrives, so if he shields, yeah, my oil won't work that well. Third Abyss, and level 2 for this one, so it can kill factories faster now. And it has a lot more HP, double the HP, so it's harder for the marksman to kill it. And 5 badgers on this side too. It will probably pull these crawlers, these Mustangs. My opponent going for another missile. And I am shielding at least my ground against electromag, which is hitting my Abyss, but it doesn't have tanks. This here, instantly going for the factory, which now has production of sledges. Both factories dead on this side. Now factory is dead. Tower debuff, which will save this Abyss at least for some time. The 2 marksmen locking on it. Oh, look at this! The 1 marksman down. And that's just enough to save this Abyss. There is 1 marksman running here. Using the beacon to this side. And it is a missile. And now my opponent's almost dead. Same as me. A bit worse than me. And here we have units that I don't want. We'll just go for the most money, which is Vulcan Cell. And now there is no electromag. So there will be one on the next round, but not on this one. So double attack on the Abyss, finally. Range and swarm missiles. Swarm missiles will work against both Mustangs and marksmen. Marksmen also get killed by swarm missiles. That's one of the reasons that Marksman is not the best counter to Abyss, because late, when you have more Abyss and with swarm missiles, they start to fail to counter them. You usually need Melting Point. Melting Point with his suck, so it will have a lot of HP and it will heal itself. Once it locks on an Abyss, it's practically mortal. My Fire Badgers on the deep flanks are also being quite annoying to my opponent. Of course, I'm going for range and speed. And let's see what my opponent will do. He now has production, so he is producing his ledges. He's a bit annoying. Got a level on this crab, but it doesn't matter much. Using another missile here. But only killing a few crawlers. You can see that level 2 Fire Badgers don't get one shot by the factory, so they manage to run and explode. One beam him, almost killed the factory, now it's dead. Marksmen are locked on my level 1 here. This one, there is crawlers and hounds, but look at this, swarm missiles! Look at dead marksman here. Only one marksman, and now it's dead too. So, you can see the difference stacks make. Although I won the last round too. But that was a great game of a battle of titans. And you can see what to do when we encounter those risky players going for this FireHound Factory play. Which I'm not encountering that much nowadays. You usually used to encounter it more before. But as I just said before, if you are the one playing the factory, I don't recommend. It's an annoying strategy, but if you are the one going for it, go for melting points, not marksman, to counter the Abyss. The melting points work much better than the marksman. Marksmen eventually get countered. But that's it for this game. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, although I had already asked you to subscribe. But I can ask again. That's it. I will see you on the next one.